Alright, here we go. Another new video. My 95 Polo Green C4. Working on rebuilding the entire cooling system and eventually going through and restoring the entire thing. But on today's video, we're going to take the engine compartment from looking like this to looking like this. Let's get into it. I'm working on these on the floor because, well, my shop bench is currently water pumpville. But these, in case you're wondering, those held on by some obviously high heat friendly double stick tape. I'm gonna try and find these. I heard they were discontinued. If not, I'm going to see if I can bring it back to life with some paint. To be determined. But these have been degreased. I did it a couple times. I'm gonna wipe them down one more time. I'm gonna get that adhesive off, and we're gonna paint them. And we're gonna paint them with the VHT plastic paint. Red. It says up to 200 degrees. Hopefully that's not too hot. It does sit at the top of the engine, so I'm hoping, because this is, you know, plastic, it's not going to get hotter than 200 degrees anyway, hopefully, or else it'd be melting. But we're going to give it a shot. We're going to paint them. Worst case, it was a bad move, and I'd either strip them and repaint them black, or another paint type, or just get new ones and leave them be. But that's the project for the day, is how to paint your Corvette fuel rail covers using high heat plastic paint. Alright, so making some progress. I've got some of that purple degreaser fuel rail covers off. I am going to clean them up and paint them. So let's get to it. Alright, so now got them out. This board for my countertop actually fits them both perfectly. We're going to get to work painting them. Now I am outside. Doing a light coat. I'm going to build it up over time. See, it's very light. I'm going to build it up over time. I'm going to make sure I get it evenly covered. But this should be a gloss red when I get done. Alright, gonna wait about 30 minutes, let that dry, and come back and hit it again with a second coat. Alright, here we are, quick update. They're not latched in, but there are the painted fuel rail covers. See, they got a nice little sheen to them. Now, obviously, you know, if you're a C4 person, it's going to go into the air intake, and then down here is where your air filter sits. I decided to paint that too. So let's check that out. All right. Again, this paint has a great shine to it. That's been cut out for the K&N. That was pre me getting it. And then I'm working on the ASR cover. Really see a little shine there. Again, little pops of color under the hood, but that's I got a lot done with probably 3/4 of a can. So we're gonna let this continue to dry. Pop over here. I am gonna try and redo these. Painted them. I painted them with a semi-gloss. I also have my bolts over here for my air intake. Painted these with semi-gloss. I'm going to go over them. If you've seen the car before, you know I don't have your traditional Corvette emblems on it. So I'm going to try and match that look and feel of black and white. So that's what I'm going for. We're going to see if I can make these look good black and white. If not, I'll paint them black again and start over, or I'll just hopefully be able to find some decent ones or someone who remakes them. They're just like pressed tin, basically. They're pretty flimsy. It's like maybe aluminum, like a soda can type thickness, but there they are. They're black. We're gonna get a really fine paintbrush and some white paint and see if we can make those black and white to match these emblems. Granted, they're not gonna match perfectly. Man, it's dusty in here. But you'll see, these are black and white Corvette emblems. American flag on there. Just give it a little different look. So I'm going to try and get this same type of color scheme going under the hood. Well, there you have it. Got those looking good. Once I pop those back on, they'll be okay. I was going to fill the letters Corvette in or get some aftermarket. Maybe make those like 3D printed letters that stick in there. I like it just kind of being there, but not the focus. I do love that sheen on that paint. I will tell you, I got to get in here. I got to clean this up a little bit more, and I think I'm going to get some high heat red and just do the top of these fins, and that's it. Again, I don't want it to be an LT faux, F-A-U-X. I want it to be what it is. It's an automatic LT1 base coupe. I just want it to look pretty damn sexy, and I think I'm going to paint that clip that holds the fuel lines a nice gloss red as well. We're getting closer. Gonna jump into the valve cover gasket to get those handled next. I do love the look of the red, even with the green. I was afraid it would look like Christmas, but it doesn't. It just looks a little something special. All right, that's it for this video. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. You're gonna start to see more content popping up on those that's different than what you get on YouTube, more behind the scenes, some other projects I'm working on, as well as some car show content. So we're gonna get to that very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching.